What we got here?
Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea.
Ooh.
In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray. Alien. The stars are dim and distant.
Alien UFO.
It outshines the stars with its presence. A streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire.
Ooh.
It slowly creeps along the sky.
Oh my god, it isn't. It is a UFO. Alright. Nice.
Given the distance, it must be moving at great speed.
Sick.
Its parabola heads south to north. In the far distance, just for a second, a boardwalk town is engulfed in light. With a rumble, its street lamps and windows dim, then go dark. All that you can see emanating from there is an otherworldly color that you can't quite name.
Oh. I know that story too.
Oh, what's that story?
The Color from Outer Space.
Oh.
It's a Lovecraft story. Essentially, Lovecraft was not a very learned man. And so somebody told him, hey, did you know that there are lights that our human eyes can't perceive? And he freaked the fuck out just the same way as when he was explained how air conditioning works. And made a story about how someone used an air conditioning to keep themselves alive as a zombie.
Huh. Buffalo.
None of you guys have ever seen Overly Sarcastic Productions on YouTube. They're great. They have a story. They have a thing about Lovecraft. It's good. But yeah, he was a very interesting character. That Lovecraft guy.
Is an old manor house.
Oh, we got some newsies here.
A grand structure surmounted by a gambrel roof that dwarfs the house itself. It's eerily still, but for two boys at play. Each one so small and light, they barely leave tracks in the deep snow.
More ghosts.
They seem old for their size, around 10 years old. Though their clothes are mismatched, they're perfectly identical.
Ghosts.
Down to
Ghost.
the pattern of freckles on their pale cheeks. They conduct their games in eerie silence. The clerk behind the counter is old, and your room key is worn. But night approaches, and the price is low. Just before you shut the room door, there they are, the twins, staring at you from the corridor.
What the fuck was the name of the hotel from The Shining?
As you leave, the clerk asks, "Did you sleep well?" Too tired to lie, you tell him about the noise outside your door, the trampling of small feet on the corridor outside.
So many ghost stories.
The dreams
So many
disturbed
ghosts in this
with
country.
violent and hideous images. "That's odd," he says, weak-eyed. "There are no children staying with us."
Yes.
Overlook Hotel, I think.
The
Welcome to the Overlook.
Oblivious to your approach. Their eyes
Ooh, a coven.
touch where they hold hands is gentle. They speak in low tones. One stifles
Which
a burst of
coven?
laughter.
Which coven? Which coven?
Brings a
Summon them
smile to
demons.
their face. "Sorry," says
Make
one
the cat
laugh.
talk.
Another assures her. They don't look up. "And we give thanks for those who have left us, who we wanted gone.
Hmm?
For the skills to thrive without them, and for the companions who make the effort joyful." The voice of the youngest wavers.
Actually, I think this is
The
just
woman
a
to her
polyamorous
left
lesbian
raises her hand.
trio.
This is not a scene to intrude upon.
But I'm sure once it twists, it'll turn into a witch coven. Praying in the woods. Women praying by themselves, witches. Witches, all of them. Oh, hello there. Listen to this, blurts a boy loitering outside this grocery store. He works his way through a long and strange story about the headless Haitian of Sleepy Hollow. There he goes. Wait a minute. Holy shit, you know this story. It's the story of the Rider in the Woods. But wildly altered for a couple moments, you're too surprised to respond. Seriously, the boy insists? What do you think about that one? It's a great story. Smile sheepishly. Thanks. Heard it from my brother. Hell yeah! The Headless Haitian of Sleepy Hollow.
Nice.
Does Haitian mean like German or something? Haitian? Hessian?
You got a little icon hovering over you. I wonder if you need
Oh,
something.
I need sleep. No sleep till Brooklyn. This house is abandoned, boarded up, windows, unruly window boxes, and gate rusted completely shut. You hop the fence. In the backyard, you find a garden shed with a door that shuts tightly. While cars rumble by outside, you get a long, safe sleep.
Alright, cool.
Well, that'll work. Oops. Whistle over the mountains.
Hovering.
Whistle over the mountain majesty. Eventually, I do need to make that video about the
Clouds
caverns we went to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long project. Watch the sky churn.
The lightning is so strong that it seems to open a path in the haze above you. You are sure you see massive talons curved around the clouds.
Oh, sick! The Thunderbird.
The thunder is so immense that the ground trembles. Your lips and hands tingle from the electric charge that fills the air until the dancing lightning passes on over the hills.
Nice. The Thunderbird. Going to fucking Big Thunder Mountain. Boo doo doo. Highway 30.
Oh.
The man is the color of mill dust. His
Why, yes, he
smile
is.
creases his face like folds in dough. He gestures you inside the dilapidated structure and shouts over the sound of driving wheels.
You're welcome to sleep here. You don't want to rest by the river. Not in the evening. Insects.
Man shoves the broken door closed behind you. The mill is warm, and the air is heavy with the powder kicked up.
I've already
by
got
the
one,
entrance.
some of those, so let's do this.
Consciousness is elusive. Your limbs throb with a dull fatigue, and your eyes are sticky with dust. The man suddenly grips your legs and drags you toward the millstone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
You do not love my daughter. You will not have her. I will not let you hurt her.
Sir, I believe you're fighting dementia, and I'm about to fight you.
My guy.
Your hand catches a flour sack printed with brightly colored flowers. A puff of flour makes you sneeze, and you wake. The mill is quiet.
Huh.
Its works long disconnected. In your hand is the faded remnant of what might once have been a bag. Or a piece of a dress.
Why am I only running into the ghosts? The fuck?
Why are there so many ghosts?
This fucking country's haunted. Ow, my foot! Hear a story.
Oh.
These men lean against the wall of the hardware store. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods, interrupting one another into the... Oh, yeah. Wait a second. It's a story about the boy who ran away with his father. Someone's added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Think it really happened? Of course. I'm not sure myself, but damn, it sounds wild. Story grew in telling. Story grew in telling the boy whose shiftless father left him in the woods. Man, I should have looked for the dad. Alright.
Outside the small thicket of apple trees.
Ooh, it's Johnny Appleseed!
Oh.
Tended to by John Chapman.
You wanna know why he made all those apple tree areas?
Why?
It gave him the rights to the land.
Oh.
Yeah. So he planted all the apple trees, meaning that he then owned those areas, and then he would sell the land to somebody who would tend the apples. And the apples also weren't the kind that were good to eat; they were the kind that were really good to make whiskey out of, or like liquor of some kind. So yeah, he wasn't doing it just because like I love apples. He was doing it because I'm gonna make bank. But hey, he did still help with the expansion of the West. For good or bad, but you know. Also, I like that they did give him the panhandle. He's not wearing it, but they give it. Yeah. Okay, so what did he actually say? 10-2 by John Chapman. It's carved in a fence post nearby. A hound lies on its side perfectly still, flies buzz around its ears, but it goes man to help him dig.
There's an extra shovel. With it, the two of you make short work of the grave. He tells you about his beliefs. Why he's raising apple orchards in the middle of the country. It's a sin to graft, he tells you. Hurts the tree. Eventually, the hole is deep enough. He stoops to the ground and lowers the pup into the earth. Tears flow freely. I'll see him again in heaven, he tells you. Our souls are bound by love. He wipes his eyes. I don't think I can bear to stay here, though. Maybe I'll set out again.
Yep.
Aw.
That's one of the things that it's like, I don't know if I should own a dog because, like, yes, I would love the dog very much, but once it's gone, I don't know how the fuck I would deal.
River near an unfinished bridge. Men with a tool belt catches sight of you. Hey, over there, he calls out.
Same way.
You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money,
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
he exclaims. Suppose you'll want a safety belt. We Thunderbird people don't need them.
Thunderbird people.
He chuckles. You find yourself.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Show me how to fly. Poof. Just push him.
Foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions. You can see Thunderbirds up here if you know how to look.
Oh, I saw one.
You ask him to explain. Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you. He says, laughingly. You only see the clouds thicken. It sure does pass the time working. The man pays you well when you're done with the job.
Hell yeah. Alright. We got a story and we got a camp guy.
Ooh.
Cross. Oh,
We're crossing the river.
gotcha. Okay, nope. Get me back over there, please. Do I need to cross it? I thought I could. Jesus, yeah. What? Oh, okay.
It's just taking it longer.
No, apparently. Oh. Also, I love that.
That it's just going along with the
It's
water.
going with the current.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. Hell yeah. I don't know why, but that made my heart warm. I'm just like, hell yeah, that's. Oh, hey, Quinn.
Stranger, it's good to see you again. You know,
I'm in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
But for now, I just got my sights set on seeing all 48 of the great U.S.
We're in a graveyard.
Yeah.
I already seen 10 whole states. That's better than my folks ever done, that's for sure. Plenty of townies and even some tramps treat me like I'm kid simple. But I ain't helpless, and I only act it when I ain't got no better choice, like if I get pinched.
Hmm.
I do right fine on my own. Don't need nobody but Cass and Flip. Hey,
Puppies.
tell me one of those exciting stories.
Alright, an exciting story. Let's see. Story of the Creepy Mill. No. Massive Thunderstorm should be exciting, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was something.
Hell yeah!
He spit a
Yeah.
good yarn. In this country, I don't rightly know what this thing called America is. I know what I done been told in school, but the words don't fit the picture.
We're still working on it.
Yep.
What with tramping across the whole thing, figure I'll find out for myself soon enough.
Also, it's a bit different for everybody, you know? It's kind of what you make it, like any country.
Hey, do you got any really
Everywhere's
fun
got
stories to
problems.
tell? I'm
And everywhere's a
hungry
piece
for
of
one
shit.
those.
Unless you make it something different.
Another thrilling story.
Another thrilling story. Alright, what do we got? Nope. Strange clamor on the streets of Boston.
They already know that story.
They already know the story of Quinn's adventures. They are Quinn. Bridge builders. Last bottle of Armagnac. The light from the sky in the northeast. That could be thrilling. Fortune teller and the curse. The Junkard lineman. Creepy mill. What do you think?
My guess would be go back to the other side. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Not the fortune teller.
That one?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's try that. I was kind of thinking that too. Yo, you ever heard of these things called UFOs?
You trying to scare me?
Aw, damn
No,
it.
You didn't go far enough.
Is thrilling and scary not the same
You
thing?
wanna talk about heaven? Ain't no good I can recall coming my life from praying. Small things, big things, no answer all the same.
Yep.
I wanna hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
Okay, a venturesome story. No, no, no. Maybe the Leatherman? Creepy Mill, Two Brothers, Seagulls. The Strange Clamor on Boston could be it. Let's try that.
Yeah, let's go for it.
That's either venturesome or scary.
I usually like the scary
Ah.
stuff.
Okay, it's scary.
Your story needed more punch, I think.
Look,
And the past is just that.
I'm working on it.
Past. The whole world is at my feet, so why bother talking about the one place I can't go to no more?
Why
Hey,
can't you go there?
Tell me one of those exciting stories.
Oh my god. You like seagulls? Apparently exciting and scary aren't the same thing. Let's try the fortune teller and the curse.
Yep.
Were you trying to scare me?
Son of a
Well, you
bitch.
didn't go far enough. I remember lots of folks talking about fate and fortune before I started my travels. Talk on the river was about them populists and their Louisiana governor. Some folks say they was up to no good, that they was lazy and un-American, cheating fate with government meddling. Others said we all gots the right to be kings, if we'd only let all folks have a fair shot.
Yes, liberalism and conservatism.
I suppose I ain't right in line with neither, but I don't think there's nothing un-American about needing help.
Nope.
Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
Alright, do I have a funny story? The Two Brothers is kind of funny. Oops. I didn't mean to click that. It's not very funny.
I don't get too much out of tales that are so cheerful. Not enough excitement for me.
That's cheerfulness, okay.
Huh, the future. I suppose I'll just keep heading west. California sounds mighty fine, and most everyone is heading that way anyhow.
Don't look at me like that.
Well, sun's coming up, so I've got to get ready to go. Thanks for the tales, friend.
Sorry.
Head next. Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross. I'm going up the road this way myself.
Alright. He's
Hope
heading
to
to
see
West
something
Virginia.
fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you keep your eyes open.
Okay, so where else can I go? Keep forgetting I can change that. Oh. It's not letting me actually oh, there we go. Okay. I could go back over towards New Jersey. I haven't gotten any stories over this in ways. Also, it looks like there's some more people besides Quinn. Okay, so that's east, so we gotta head this way.
Alright.
There's a story over there, too. Alright. Frames. Frames. What do we got? What do we got over here?
You come across a girl picking wild blueberries. She smiles and greets you.
On in.
She offers you some from her birch bark basket.
With that hair, I'm gonna call you Little Orphan Annie.
You reach in the basket for blueberries, but pull out a handful of small, smooth stones. All the colors of the rainbow.
Neat.
The snickering girl runs into the trees as fast and light as a rabbit.
I can't keep the stones? Dude, rainbow-colored stones sound fucking awesome. Guess I'll throw them.
When the stones reach the top of their arc above your head, they turn into butterflies.
Ooh.
Wow.
The colors of the rainbow. Your heart leaps in surprise.
I found a fae.
Incredible.
Sounds like a drug. Yeah. I found a fae creature. Spooky, scary skeleton.
Send shivers
Down your spine. Alright, what we got here?
Muddling through the dark.
Ooh!
you
Oh, is
stumble
this Virginia
upon the
Dare?
path of the white deer.
Yeah!
Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders. A moon swimming in the void.
Yeah, this has got to be Virginia Dare. Although Virginia Dare should have been like way before this. Though it could be Virginia's
Ears
Ghost.
prick up. This thing is being hunted.
This game is reminding me. It's like, oh, I actually know a lot about American folktales.
I'm just here like, I don't know anything.
Hunter's cries get
That and Greek mythology were things that I like studied on my own time during middle school.
outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura.
Aura.
It bolts
Ora!
into the path.
No!
Oh.
Virginia, no! Oh. I was just trying to help you get away from the hunters, my guy. I'm just a friendly skeleton. I didn't mean no trouble. What is this game? It's literally just like folktale inspired Americana. I fucking love it so far.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Ooh, we got lots of stories this way. We can go to New York.
Ooh.
Alright, let's see.
He leans against a fence and turns
Birds.
to face
Birdman.
you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of bird seed.
Oh,
He assures you
passenger
that the
pigeons.
gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
Thought they were
look
extinct.
to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds?
Birds.
I'm fine with the cuckoo boys.
They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really.
Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you? He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood flecking the creature's dirt.
I like it's like, excuse me?
You sense it's about time you start moving on.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road.
This man a fucking pigeon necromancer over here.
Only wing seems to follow you for hours.
Okay. What's over here?
This office is trashed. There's papers scattered in the street, glass missing from the windows, and 6 men in paint-smeared clothes tracking mud all over the floor.
Huh.
One calls out,
Hey, you looking for Baker?
No, I'm looking for Tinker, Tailor, and Soldier.
Well, let us know if you see him. He says he's too broke to pay us for the last job, so we're too tired to leave his office.
The thought strikes him, and he holds up $1.
You got time to get us lunch?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Halfway to the sandwich shop, 2 cops stop you. They fish the $1 out of your pocket, plus a little extra.
Hey.
We're doing you a favor.
One laughs.
Keep out of this. Those wise asses don't need lunch. We got guys coming to pick them up.
Wow, fuck you guys. Here, I'm just trying to fucking help these guys when they're striking. I ain't no scab. This farmer's loitering beside a couple crates of berries, idly watching the clouds go by. Hey, you want to hear a story? A dead woman in the yellow ribbon!
Ooh.
Where'd you hear that story? Can't remember. I think I've known it for years, since I was a boy for sure. No, that can't be right. Leave him with his tail. Thank him for the story and start to mosey off. Keep cool, friend. Nice. The dead woman in the yellow ribbon.
Man, that got edited quite a bit.
I love that. I love this aspect of the game. Oh, hey, another black crow. Hey, friend, hey, you hear about trains? Oh, these guys are just tips. I just want to talk about trains.
Oh,
Do you want to ride trains, huh? And cars? I got so many opinions about that stuff.
oh, poor bird. Just wants to talk about the train.
Look, man, I know about the trains, dude. It's good. I know. It's fine.
The stream is a
Oh, the Jersey Devil.
reflective shade of
It's gotta be.
Oh.
unusual in this region, where bog iron colors the river's brown.
The Jersey Devil is a very old story.
Across the way,
Like, it is like
a goat,
Revolution
great
times.
leather wings,
Oh.
laps up
And you know that because if you like look back
sunken
into it,
red eyes.
literally the reason why it's the Jersey Devil is because the woman fell in love with a British soldier during the Revolution. So it's like, she fell in love with someone and thus was a traitor. So like she birthed the devil.
Oh.
Anyway, across the way, a goat with great leather wings leaps out of the water. Its sunken red eyes.
You now notice the unnatural
Yeah.
absence of wildlife. No fish swim in the stream. No birds sing in the trees.
The cryptid of the Jersey
The
swampland.
winged goat drinks with a forked tongue, only abstractly concerned with your presence.
I'm approaching the goat.
The hill,
Goat.
a scorched one-room
Yep.
house lies abandoned.
Yeah.
Its 4 walls in ruins. The goat rears up, front hooves curled, and stretches its wings out to their full breadth.
Fuck it, I'm coming closer.
Opens its mouth and wails.
Hell yeah.
A protracted,
Indistinguishable from the cry of a human infant.
indistinguishable
That is absolutely the Jersey Devil.
human infant. It only begins
I love that
to
art, by the way.
when you take several steps.
All the art in this game has been really cool. because it almost kind of looks like old newspaper stuff, but like abstracted.
The winged goat doesn't follow.
Ink presses.
Instead, it lies down inside the
Mhm.
burnt house, surrounded
By
by portraits
yep.
of a large family.
Yeah.
Glass frames stained brown.
We played Inscription just by ourselves for a while ago, and do you remember that card I got that was called Child 13?
Yes.
That's the Jersey Devil, because it was the 13th child as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it matches up with the timeline, but I'm just waiting to find a story about Lizzie Borden took an axe.
Lost in your own head.
Oh, those guys are giving me stink eye.
Straight into
Yep.
this woman in your path.
Especially that
Her expression
kid
was
there.
Yeah.
amazing. She clasps a large toddler in her arms. He's the one who speaks first.
What?
This is a toll road, stranger.
I'm sorry?
He says, voice thuggish beyond his years.
30 cents.
This is Baby Herman from Roger Rabbit?
Look at me.
The toddler orders.
Look at me. You're dealing with me.
The woman, through her silence, suggests assent.
What the fuck? I'm not dealing with you, baby.
Walk away.
The child shouts right in your ear as you force your way past. Turn to give the pair a withering look over your shoulder. But just as you turn back, the mother throws her son at you. He looks
Oh, this
evil
guy's a dwarf, isn't he? He's not a...
Yeah, not an actual kid.
This is like that scene in Zootopia with Nick and the other fox.
Mhm.
It's just like it's a short fox.
The child tackles you by
Ah!
the neck and takes you down. He pummels you right in the face for a good long while before you wriggle away. It hurts more than you'd be comfortable to admit.
Damn. If that one's based on a real folk tale, I'm not familiar with that one. Look at you, Cause. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better, much better. Seems to wink at you. Want to hear my tricks? Sure, why not? The ones you got now, pathetic stuff. You tell those stories around and they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying. So always listen to the stories other folks tell. The tales are less true, sure, but more useful around the campfire. The boss has a point about the true ones, though. They're extra interesting. You learn a couple folks' true life stories, and everything will like them, and everyone will like them, no matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. So I think that means like the true stories are the ones where like you get them, like say from Quinn, how you can hear Quinn's story, because that's a real story and contemporary. People will be like, oh, sick, that's really interesting. Well, everyone's the captain of their own destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. Ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now. But the choices you make, they change the kind of story you tell. Ruffles its feather, sort of shrug. Choose wisely, or don't. Can I pet you, Mr. Crow? I love corvids. Corvids, best bird. Best birds. I will not be taking questions. Like crows, ravens, all the corvids. I love those.
Some students have paused
Oh.
their long walk home to rest on the bank of this clear, shallow
Plain.
pond. Above them, a plane makes low and hazy loop-de-loops.
That must be a very recent invention if I'm getting the time frame right. What are you looking
a
at?
young man points at a girl who stands alone on the shore.
Her dad's in the plane.
He murmurs.
We stop here every day to see him.
He points into the pond, and you realize that the plane is flying under the water.
Wait.
Huh?
The image in the clouds is its reflection.
No,
What
no, man, I think you got that backwards.
The girl drops to her knees and stretches
Unless this is another ghost.
into the pond. And when her father roars around the loop of the shore, his engines splash mud all over her clothes.
Papa!
She sobs and lunges for the water.
Ooh, get her out of
They
there.
all drag her away from the water's edge. Her eyes are fixed on her father's reflection in the sky.
Yep, it's a ghost.
It fades. The pond grows still.
It's all whoops, all ghosts.
Oops, all
Grows
ghosts.
quiet. He's waiting for me, she whispers. I'll fly with him one day. He promised that I would.
Fuck that shit. That's a fae. They're trying to get you. Alright. Now let's hear a story. Listen to this. Works his way through a long and strange story about the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before. Holy shit, you know this story? It's the story of the light from the sky, but wildly altered. It's a great story. Alright, what do they call it now? Cloud tinged with a color no human had seen. Let it change a little bit more, and that shit's going to become the color from space. Alright, let's explore.
Engines belch black smoke as the ferry churns gray water into froth. A broad-shouldered figure leans out over the rail, eyeing the skyscrapers on the horizon. Nearby, a man and a woman speak in low, urgent voices. He takes her wrist gently. She is weeping softly.
Let's listen to them.
He didn't have to go.
She says.
He's got to be working some of those buildings going up.
His thumb skates over her pulse point.
I checked every day for a week. There ain't. I'll be back, though. Got your picture in my wallet, don't I? It's not forever.
Her words are split by a sob.
Might as well be. My parents didn't come to New York for this.
She leans against him, the wind tousling her hair. He pulls her to his chest.
I'm leaving because I gotta go. If there was another way...
They stand together, close, quiet, in the stiff breeze.
Yeah, that's city rent, man. Humble, parted by unemployment. Onto the streets of the city, looking for a way to... Yeah, I'll just look for work. I wonder if panhandling could possibly give you stories.
Yeah.
This hospital needs someone to mop the floors for the day. A nurse gives you instructions. Rat-a-tat-tat, scrub surgery A, and floor 2. Skip the rooms with the newborns. Ask Dr. Penny if he wants his office done. That is very important. Get these hallways before lunch. Oh, okay. Try to remember all the nurse's very important instructions, but it's impossible. You haven't seen her in hours. The place is busy as hell and nobody's watching you. Try to find her. Earlier, bucking through the halls asking other folks where she might be, but it turns out that dark-haired, middle-aged woman in nurse clothes describes about 50 people in this building. Eventually, you find her in a room with a wheezing child. What floors do I mop? She opens her mouth to admonish you, then stops. Well, actually, I don't remember. Just mop stuff, okay? Oh. Whoops.
Store.
Alright. Don't need the store, because everything is good so far. And it's interesting that when stuff is in shadow, it becomes red. Let's see. There's nothing over that way, is there? Because that'd be back this way. I haven't been in whatever NH is. New Hampshire? Let's keep going that way. Because once I go to the west, you know, it'd be a while to get back here, so might as well try to get them all. Nothing in Massachusetts. Anything in New Hampshire?
I think we've been here.
I didn't see any stories. But yeah, this is Portland. Okay, so it's Portland, New Hampshire. Okay, guess we're going the other way. I was just fine on sleep. Alright, let's stop by Boston, get some cider. Okay, enter Boston. There we go. Alright, we're good. And then... Yep, hitchhike. Hitchhike.
Anyone?
Hitchhike. Hitchhike.
There we go.
Alright. Wee.
Yay.
That car looks way too modern.
Yep.
Looks way too fucking modern for when earlier we were hearing Model A described as the car. I'm guessing it's gonna drop me off in New York. Yep. Okay. So... Oh, gotta go around the city. Can't just walk through a city.
No.
Okay. So let's head on over here. Yep, got those. Let's try to make it over to Delaware, shall we? Also, I like that the stars are actual 5-pointed stars.
Yee.
Oh, I got Wallpaper Engine, because the idea of having animated desktop backgrounds was fucking awesome. They have one that it's just called like retro bedroom or like retro game room or something, and just like it has an N64 on the floor. It's got like the little glow in the dark stars on the wall, the Nickelodeon Splat sticker on the. I'm just like, oh, this is so cool, but also if I have this for too long, it'll make me sad. Just like, time's gone by. I'm an old man. Oh, new guy.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good.
Ex-soldier?
We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left. Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through. The march I was on, the bonus army, it's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand.
Yeah, you're right. I'm confused as fuck.
You know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Alright, a funny story. Funny story. Funny story. Funny story. Ah, man. Funny story. That's maybe a cheerful one. That's a scary one. That's a guy died. Man. Not a lot of funny ones.
The painters, maybe?
The painters, possibly. That one's like kind of... I still kind of think the women arrested for bootlegging is kind of funny.
Oh, come on. That doesn't sound real. Authority? The law? Well, I had a thought once, in the trenches.
The trenches?
You and I, all of us.
Oh, is he World War I
right
soldier?
Pursuit of happiness.
Yes.
I'd say I've held the Declaration myself, but does it say anything about having a right to achieve happiness?
Oh shit, that's deep.
Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Hopeful ones, yes, yes. I learned that this one's a happy story, apparently. Also, he has no leg.
Yeah.
A moment.
I just noticed that.
A moment. I felt better about it all, too. The future's the issue, ain't it? Great war leaves us nothing to go back to. Plucking up the hope and leaving us only with the vile and the unforgiven.
Oh, come now. All's quiet on the Western Front. Sounds like you need some data start.
So anyway, tell me a funny story?
Or some...
You seem like you know a few good ones.
Okay, another funny story. Let's see. How about a funny story? Abandoned child. How about that? Two brothers could be funny. That could be funny, right?
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too. But I didn't believe them either.
Oh,
My
okay.
family. They were good to me. Ma and Pa. And to Paul. And to my sister Jessie.
Man.
Some days I wish I could find Jessie again and have her help me. She always liked Paul best.
Can you not find your sister? Do your parents know where she is?
Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Well, I've got this story about a lovely little gay couple in a lighthouse. Of course, this is the 30s, so you might not like that they're gay,
I
but...
like that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quickly.
Look, man, I'm trying. Also, how is your shadow, hitting the sky?
Yeah.
The past doesn't even feel like it happened. It feels like it's happening in every moment, in every slumber.
Dude, I know, right? Like, I'll just be like, man, you know, I'm just thinking about the past, and I'm like, shit, did that even happen that way? Like, what? Why does everything in the past seem like it was much more brighter? Was I just, like, more sensitive to light as a kid?
When the memories come back to you, do they clutch at you? At your heart?
Sometimes.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Okay, well, Pigeon Keeper, that's not really that funny. I could try the story of the girl with the strange stones. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's kind of happy, right? Right?
That can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale.
That's not what you said.
Home. Well, my sister, Jessie, won't forgive me for what happened to Paul, so she won't let me back home.
Oh, that sucks, my guy.
I made my own way.
It's
forward,
war. Things happen in war.
So no one could afford gardeners. Who could stand to care for the land nowadays? Here's the sun. I've got to go. I'm headed up the road this way. Will our paths cross?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so he's going back up north.
Days
Interesting.
come and go and the terrors return. They'll never be able to pay back what they owe me, but I'll always keep at 'em.
Oh, you poor man. I hope they discover what PTSD is soon in your time.
Is there something somebody owes you?
No, but I owe a wolf something. Alright, chapter 2 now available. Yay, go me. Alright. Heading to Washington.
Washington.
Sup in the
DC.
capital.
Mailman's uniform
You been here?
is dated
I've never been.
and worn.
I've been.
Yeah.
It's real boring.
He sits at the edge of the road, head in hand.
Smithsonian's are kind of cool, though. Problem was I was, like, going with a parent, which is fine, but, like,
Can you help?
I don't know, you kind of...
Car clipped me. I think my legs. Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me. He holds out a brown envelope.
But yeah, like, going on vacation with a parent sometime, at least for me, it feels like you can't really do things the way you want for the time you want, because you kind of feel obligated to, like, if they're bored, you gotta go. You know, it's like the parent-child thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't discover that I wasn't just vacation antsy until I started going on vacations by myself or with friends, because then I'm like, oh, this is way easier. This is... Oh my god, everybody just feels like they have an equal share.
120 J Street, But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs. Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street.
Well, I ain't got nothing else to do, so let's keep looking.
Over here.
A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall.
I thought Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old Man Gibson's the third on the right.
This is like the fucking, the train platform shit in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like 33 and a quarter or whatever the fuck it is.
Platform 9 3/4.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
As you round the corner, the world changes.
Cool.
J Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket. The
Cool.
man who answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter.
I think it's from my son. I don't see so well anymore. Will you read it to me?
You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
I'm not gonna lie to him, man.
He fights it, but his face crumbles. Tears roll down his cheeks. It's better to know. I've been waiting a long time for this. His shaking hand takes the letter. Thank you for telling me.
My guy, at least pat the man on his shoulder. You don't just leave him after that shit. You pat the man on the shoulder. Alright, no luck. Either nobody in this town has any money to give, or nobody in this town has a drop of charity in their damn heart. Time to go, probably. Alright, well, I tried it. Ooh, a Reuben. Yeah, I don't have that much money, though. Alright. Gonna keep going this away. This away, this away, this away. Oh, what? Can I not? Can I? Okay, I guess I gotta go on the cross. Can't use no bridge. What do I look like, a bridge crosser? I'm a river crosser. Played Oregon Trail. See another campfire. Let's see what this person is.
Richmond.
Richmond, Virginia?
There's a couple stories that you want. Maybe grab those before
Yeah.
you do it.
Gonna do that. And boop.
The girl looks at you with suspicion.
Cuckoo.
The
Aw.
scrawny chicken just looks at you.
Did Mama send you? She wants to take Jacqueline, but I won't let her.
She bobs the chicken.
Mama says she's only good for meat now she stopped laying, but she's my best friend.
That's sad, Dorothy.
Aw.
Squeezes the bird to her chest. It bops her chin with its beak. A tall woman comes out of the house and walks toward you. Jacqueline squirms nervously. The girl takes a step back.
Give me the damn bird, Nance.
The woman says. Nance gasps.
This stranger wants to buy her.
She blurts. Her eyes beg you to play along.
Yeah, sure. Why
The
not?
girl's face lights up. Jacqueline balks happily. Her mother looks suspicious, but takes your money.
More'n that bird was worth to us.
The girl takes your hand.
Thank you. You'll take care of her?
I
You
keep
set
the bird.
off on your way, Jacqueline tucked under one arm. She grows increasingly restless the further you venture. Finally, her wriggling is too much. You set her down on the road. She charges back the way you came. Some friends just can't be parted.
Well, I saved her for at least a week.
Woohoo! That one's got a wild spirit to her,
she remarks, sweat pooling under her dark brown eyes. The car, halted in the middle of her garage, is a groaning, hulking beast. A gorgeous pre-Ford monstrosity, handmade for speed and grace, and perhaps not so much durability.
a ghost, a white, a soul, whatever you want to call it. Of course cars have them.
Yeah, they
She
form them.
sighs.
But every year, there's less wild ones and more of these damn model bees. Tame things, weak and sorry.
She strokes the
Uh-huh,
sweeping
sure.
hood of the
Just
luxury car
nod.
like
Mhm.
one might
Smile and
groom
wave,
a
boys.
prize stallion.
These beauties, not even their owners really understand them. But today's cars have petty souls. They're meant to ferry accountants to and fro, not to run wild on the open road.
Yeah, the Stanley Steamer really was a damn wild card. It can't be helped.
Oh, but it can. They might not make them like we used to, but we can make the new ones better. Kindle the fires of the deadened soul of the modern car.
She points towards a motley pile of steel and chrome on the corner of
I'll
her
call
shop.
it the Corvette.
Pieces salvaged from all kinds of machines.
Or the actually no, you know what would be a better analogy? The Mustang.
We can give them bigger engines,
Yep.
bigger wheels, bigger power. If men have given up on building monsters, who's to say this woman can't turn their pets into monsters, huh?
This woman's about to make fucking monster truck derby. All right, time to hear a story. The hearing the story and seeing the story evolves, for some reason it's hitting me the same way as when you evolve a Pokemon. You're like someone who likes a good story. Tells you the story of the trickster who lures humans with magic stones.
Oh.
Oh, but she was nice! You have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. It's a good story. Oh, I couldn't even... See, on that one, if it gave me a choice, I would have been like, no, fuck you, that's not what happened, because I didn't want to... I don't want to turn it into, it's like, oh, that's dangerous. She gave me butterflies! Like, literal butterflies! Like, the stones, I'm pretty sure were probably just chrysalises. Woo! Cocoons.
You weren't supposed to see this.
Oh.
Outside town, two men, identical, stand sentry over a third body half covered with a canvas sheet. Might as well grab a shovel, being that you're here, the man in front says. When you hesitate, he makes an appeal to your Christian charity.
Fuck it, I already accidentally killed a guy.
He draws near a hasty grave while his brother stands back, keeping a lookout. Closer now. You see the corpse shares their face. Tom was the oldest by an hour, John says. Oh, I guess George and me, we got a few hours on him now.
And it sounds like they're making a joke, so...
Mean son of a bitch. Beat the
Oh.
life out of us. Did it our folks that way. Got to be too much, so last night we said we'd do him in. George dragged him out here to do it. I would have helped, you know, but George is a strong one out of me and him. Thank Jesus Tom's gone. I thought I'd have trouble saying that, but I don't. John squints at the body, then freezes. Wait, Tom's nose wasn't bent like that. Despair floods his face. He looks ready to throw up. You leave him to it.
Well, that's the problem when only one triplet goes out to kill the other triplet. They can very easily pull a switcheroo. The murdering twins. Well, as you're walking away, you're just like, help, help, stab, stab, stab. Well, that's none of my business.